Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day, and thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. Hello, Good Game here. Pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena deck guide video, breaking down for standard best of one Boros Vehicles. This is a red and white aggro deck focusing around new mounts and vehicles that we've seen within Aether Drip. So we'll be breaking down that deck list for you in depth, discussing strategies as well as synergies, demonstrating all of this within our ranked gameplay footage, and of course we'll wrap up with our deck review and channel news. So if you want to help out, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, kick back, relax, and let's take a look at the new deck. Building around Kolodin, Triumph Caster for 2, as a 2-powered, 3 toughness legendary creature, human pilot. Mounts and vehicles you control have haste. Hoo-wee, that's pretty cool. And whenever a mount you control enters, or a vehicle you control enters, it will become either saddled or crewed for the end of the turn, which is really nice. And, we'll be using that in conjunction with just a bunch of mounts, a bunch of vehicles. So they're coming out with haste. They're auto-crewing, they're auto-mounting, getting that combat damage in right away, and a lot of them have a little extra sauce, like the Guardian Sunmare for 5 mana, as a 5/5 with Ward 2, Saddle 4. Whenever this creature attacks, so while saddled, search your library for a non-land permanent card with mana value 3 or less, put it into the battlefield, and then shuffle. So this is really cool. The Saddle for 4 is a little bit, but we can definitely get there organically, and like I said, if we do have that Triumph Caster in play, it's going to auto-saddle, which is really nice, and then we can pull permanents just from our library into play. One of my favorites, Sheltered by Ghosts. This is going to give it an additional Ward 2, so it's Ward 4 now, which is crazy. It gives it lifelink and +1, as well as exiling a non-land permanent that they happen to control, which is anything, so that's fantastic. So get that caster out, get that Sunmare out, and then take something with theirs with the ghosts, gain a bunch of life, and we'll probably win the match. Aside from that, we will have some other removal. It's a good segue to jump into now. Road Rage for 1, instant speed, dealing X damage where X is 2 plus the number of mounts and vehicles you control to target creature or planeswalker, right? So this is going to help us clean up any threats as well. Try to prioritize Road Rage for creatures and planeswalkers. The ghosts can take enchantments. It can take vehicles, right? Artifacts. Not all artifacts are vehicles, HGG. Really? This set would say otherwise. However, that's going to really help us within controlling the battlefield, and we do have one other, the Unidentified Hovership for 3 as a 2/2 with flying, and this is a vehicle. And whenever it enters, you'll exile a target creature with toughness 5 or less until it leaves the battlefield, and then at which point its owner will manifest dread. That's exiling while looking at the top 2 cards, and exiling one of them face down as a 2/2, right? And they can flip that face up if it is a permanent card for mana value equal to its own, which is pretty decent. Good removal here for the Hovership. It's an artifact which we like, a vehicle too, to put in that damage, and the flying isn't too terrible either. Some other goodies that we have to mention alongside the Sunmare here will be the Gila Courser for 3 as a 4/2 with Saddle 1, and this lizard mount, when it attacks while saddled, will exile the top card of your library, and then you can play that card until the end of your next turn, which is really nice. So that's going to generate some card advantage throughout the match for us. And to kind of complement all of the different vehicles and mounts we have, we'll utilize the Cloudspire Captain for 3 mana as a 2/3. Mounts and vehicles you control get +1/+1. It itself is a human pilot, and this creature can saddle and crew vehicles, if its power were 2 or greater, which is nice because that puts it to 4, which is the Sunmare. If we are not taking the ghosts as a defensive pull, the Captain is one of my favorites because it's going to push up the rest of our field with that +1/+1 Lord ability, right? And then I guess, building out from there, we could talk about Chandra Spark Hunter for 4. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to one target vehicle you control. It will become a creature and gain haste until the end of turn, which is nice. So that's going to auto-crew something for us. +2, sacrifice an artifact or discard a card to draw a card. A 4-mana Planeswalker with a +2 ability. Okay. 0, create a 3/2 that can crew for 1, which is pretty decent because her static ability, or passive ability, if you will auto-crew that, right? And then -7, you get an emblem with whenever an artifact you control enters. This emblem will deal 3 damage to any target, which we do not mind. So that's quite nice as well in those longer matches. On the front end of things, we have one final vehicle to mention here. It is the Voyager Glide Car. For 1 is a 2/3, and when it enters Scry 1, you can also tap 3 untapped creatures we control, and then have it become a creature and gain flying, as well as accumulate a +1 counter on it. We don't necessarily go for that, but it's a 1-mana Scry 1 that can be a 2/3 with haste, and that's okay by me. And it's just kind of filling the void because we use the Might to protect, but we don't really want to run 4 Mights, right? So Screvel, Defector Might, for 1 mana is a 1/1 with Toxic 1, cannot block, can pay 1 Phyrexian white mana, so either 2 life or 1 white, to tap itself, choosing a color, and then another target creature we control gains Toxic 1 and Hexproof from that color until the end of turn, and it can also not be blocked by creatures of that color, which is quite nice. So that's some invasive unblockable for us as well as protection. We are crewing and we are saddling, so a little bit of survivals here with the Reluctant Role model as a 2-mana 2/2. And at the beginning of your second main phase, if this creature is tapped, you can either put a flying or a lifelink counter on it, as well as your choice of a +1/+1. So, if it doesn't have flying, if it doesn't have lifelink, grab that, and then just start counting these +1 counters. And when it dies, you can move those counters to another creature. So that's the flying counter. That's the lifelink counter as well, not just the +1 counters, which is pretty cool. So a great target for us since we're crewing, because we don't always have the caster, and the caster only affects them for the turn they enter the battlefield, right? Following turns we'll need something to crew or mount them, or saddle, right? Mount them, this is a good deck. So that's kind of the build, right? We do have one cherry on top, which is One Last Job for 3 mana plus. It's a spree, so it's an additional 2 to return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, an additional 1 to bring a mount or vehicle from your graveyard to the battlefield, and finally an additional 1 to bring an aura or equipment back. So this is pretty cool, right? Because we can bring a creature, we can bring a mount, and we can bring an aura all back as one. The caster is our creature typically, the Sunmare is our mount, and Sheltered by Ghosts is our enchantment. So One Last Job is just, kind of a nice addition. We have one Boviek is a creature. When it attacks, it can put a +1 counter somewhere. We have the Verge and the Passage for consistency and some basic lands. Thanks again. Really appreciate the time you spend here with me during the deck tech. Believe it or not, it's one of my favorite parts of Magic. It's just building the deck and then kind of breaking it down. To play the games in the queue with the shuffler, that's another beast. I like it a little bit, but not nearly as much as this part. So if you enjoy this part, thank you so much. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. If there's anything I could improve, don't hesitate. Kick back, relax, and enjoy today's horrendous game. No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I had fun. We'll see you after that to wrap up with our deck review, of course. Cheers. Going first, I really like this hand. Sunmare, beautiful card. The Triumph caster is really quite nice as well. Ooh, that's good though. I'm forced to immediately take it. If we play our creature, then we're exposed to Sheltered by Ghosts. And that's really, really bad. Maya, get your butt out of here. They did get another, though, so that exposure risk remains. Okay, so far so good. Wow, 3 scavengers. I'm in danger. Just to have it around.
Ooh, check out these wheels. Just try to keep up.
It can't block, so send it in. Oh, perfect. Thank you. That's like a card advantage engine for you. I'm happy to take that. Mostly just a little bit nervous for Sheltered by Ghost. Double Strike is good, but not the end of the world. More land, I love it. I mean, we have the Sunmare with haste, right? So it's okay.
No time to think. Just drive.
I gotta find something. Oh.
Go, go, go!
All right, this is gonna go in. We're gonna grab our Sheltered. And I beat you to it. And take a Scavenger. The +1 counters are more threatening. I believe. Right? And they could have Double Strike regardless, so. Okay, where are the enchantments though? You can just hear them cursing the shuffler. Okay, so they get a draw here. It is a Heartfire Hero, which they can play. Big boy. I can take out Shandi. Double Strike on that too, right? Nice. Push up the hero. Smart. Doesn't matter what it gets. It can attack. That's a big one. No life gain on it though, which is our saving grace. Ouchie. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't mind if I do, Hugh. Don't mind if I do. We're gonna take the hero here. This will scry forth, and actually comes in with haste as well. It gets lifelink.
Now that's a winning ride. Only direction I know is
Go
forward.
gadget. Oh, I forgot to saddle it. Dang it. What'd they top deck? Just a land. Go to 5, hit for 10. It's not enough. Well, they could... Your 4th scavenger? Dude, that's insane. Not a single enchantment, other than the one Monstrous Rage, I guess. But 4 scavengers. That's insane. Oh, I see, what is that, 13 on board? Down 5. They're a role model. Bring the land out. Andra can make a token. It comes out with
My
haste.
team's got me covered.
Then we want to saddle. And then attack. Good game. All right, let's keep 7 here. I think we can play slow. Try to curve into 3. This is probably a control deck. Double white for the Sunmare. Of course, we get triple removal against a control build. It's just how this game works. Cloudspire Captain out. Not a great card by any means. Looking for our 4th and 5th land. Andre, I think, is going to discard this removal. Swing for 5. I guess we're an aggro deck. Against a control build, we have to play the role. Do they have a field wipe? I mean, it takes both models. The captain stays. I mean, I guess we find a use for it. 4th land, Chandra out. Hit for 6 on the turn.
Rev my engines faster. Rev 'em up. Push it to the
Not
limit.
terrible, down to 7. Only these were any target, hey? That Planeswalker may save us. I'm gonna try to find a land for Sunmare.
Let's shift gears.
Big money. Another Sunmare? Are you kidding me?
Just try to keep up.
I mean, let's see where we get. A 3rd Sunmare. Stopping the turn. Wow, okay. That was pretty cool. Am I getting looped? Is it an Omniscience build or something?
All right, team. New plan.
This doesn't have haste. I should have played the caster under minus. Let's see how it pans out.
Eyes on the prize.
I want to keep the caster at bay. Because I don't think they can kill this. So we can play the caster, crew this, make a second one with Chandra that comes out with haste. Yep. Destroying creatures. 2 mana up. Just have too many attackers, right?
Let's see how fast it goes.
Nice. The haste, really, really helpful for us. Keeping 7. And looks okay. We're in slow with a passage. Control deck, not great. Is it weird that I'm like happy to see a control deck these days? Because I am. Looking at the top 5. 2 in hand. Rest at the bottom. Interesting. Okay. Courser's out. I don't think it's a meaningful field wipe yet. Lockdown just to take the model, that's fine. For the model, battle it. Okay, for 4, grab a card. Nice. Take our +1 counter. In our library with a passage for a mountain. Planes in hand. And then caster out. Hopefully it survives. Sunmare next turn. Could be field wipe, and I'm gonna cry. No, Daddy, no! Tap land. It has to be 4 mana. Split up. Wouldn't take them all. Big Judgment, 4 mana. Get wrecked. All right. Mr. Sunmare. I mean, when they have it, they have it. That's the control deck way. And that's a double field wipe, too. They wiped on 3 and 4. This is impressive. Easy single target here for them, though. Like, at this point, we're losing. Yep. This is expensive for them, though. We needed our 6th land here. It's not bad. Ah, Jason Mills, our Chandra. You dog. Good play. Big mill too.
I will shatter your mind.
Really? Counterspell? We don't want to mill anything. because they're a control deck. That's milling us, right? So. Two left in hand. I mean, that's our only hope is to... Beza's good, dude. Into an Elspeth? Did they put counters on it? No way.
So long as I'm by your side. This is our fight to win.
I'm gonna take the ship. Just because they can't, it's like harder for them to remove, right? What does that do? Are they milling me for $1 billion here? Nice. Okay, I like it though. Like, this is original. Now they just need to Jace to win.
Ready arms!
No way they have a counterspell. I think if they mill us, they mill us. Because if they have another one, they can just exhaust it anyways, right? And this way, if they do have a counterspell, then we have another, right? We're not committing all of our cards into one play, or all of our mana. Which we actually don't want to do that. Just leave it. The damage is nice though. And then we still take it. And we have another Rage and Ghost for the next token. Right? Ooh, it's a close one. Something -6. We get Jace back and win. Shoot. Nice. Or just have another one. Good game, dude. Good game. That was close. We tried to maneuver through, but I think they had us either way there. That's pretty cool. That exhaust really worked well. It's the first time we've seen that in play. Did they just play another Jace? You had 2 of them in hand, plus you can Elspeth one with a -6. Or does it not come back because it doesn't count the Phyrexian? It would count it as 4, the game engine. Nonetheless. 2 of them in hand, chilling. Oh my god. Alright, we're on the draw here. Let's mulligan. I think we could probably find some better land. There you go. Filling the void here. We can toss plains, go Boviak. Depending on if we draw a 3rd land to make this our... Oh. Okay, so we do get 1 less job stolen from us. It's original deck, so they're gonna probably take a look at the whole thing, right? Hey, that's actually kind of nice to have remain hidden. Mono black discard, I would assume. Okay, so that can definitely be our 4th land. It's just removal here? Yeah, but we'll have to play into it. Cut down. Another cut down? Oh, you know it. Haven't you played this game before? Nowhere to run. It's fairly similar. Really? I don't want to attack with the land into removal. They're just gonna sit here and draw, so we do have to get after it, I guess. It lands? Interesting. Something I did not expect. It's pretty good. This is safe from cut down now. We don't want to put an aura on it. It would drop when it isn't a creature anymore as a land. Ah, classic. I've never seen that card before. What does it do? No, it's probably the best card in the game right now. Okay. I mean, having the sharpshooter means they might have another. And the hovership, obviously, is an artifact. Okay. Okay, they're exposed. I'm gonna take Shelly. Hit for 10 or take an extra card. I'm gonna hit for 10. Put it on the Boviek because it's harder to remove. We're definitely in danger. I think that Overlord comes our way too, right? Okay. Ellie back, 2 mana up. I think they get that Overlord out too, though, don't they here? Is that end step? Yeah. This is flying, we win. Unless they have removal. Do they? No! You dog. So there goes our flying and lethal. Just take that. Land. Lame. Okay, they're up to 5 now. Another beanstalk. It's just good manners. Up to 7. Maybe we got close, and they just had the removal at the right time. Man. 30. Oh, I hate this game. I'm just kidding, of course. Love Magic, but that top deck land in a clutch moment. Well, I think we could pack it up. Good game. We got close, but they had it. All right, we're going to be going first here. Let's keep 7 land. Looks spicy. In on 1 as a plains, mountain on 2, caster, plains 3, hovership, or Argilla. We did solve some of the technical issues from last stream. I was bragging, I was like, oh, we're in 4K. We weren't. We were in 1080 still. But now we're in 4K. I think I have my camera size appropriate. We're still, you know, do we want it down here? Do we want it up here? Right, where do we want that camera to be at? I don't mind it up here. However, so, like when you click on a card to talk about it, that's where it goes, right? And I don't want, oh, wrong window. Oh my, you know, we're just blocking it out entirely, right? So I think almost down here is best. Really tough. It was best with the green screen, truly, but okay, we're good to go. We had a plan. Let's roll out. Yeah, where was that? What's simplified? Ooh. There is nothing. Oh, Chandra. Dang it. People playing Duress in best of 1 are lit. One plains, please. Here's our mountain. Here's our caster. They play a creature, hovership, if not courser. Of course, cut down, beautiful. I'm going to keep caster, spend 3 mana, try to get that out of hand. Maybe we draw a 4th mana and can double cast spells next turn. Use the caster, as well as ghosts. Hopefully the throw takes us. Bummer. Here's a land. Nothing for ghosts to take. Caster's out again. Pass over. More removal. Beautiful. I love this game. Yeah, he's about right. Oh, perfect. A bloodletter. Which is not terrible because we can take it easily. And that artifact is pretty difficult for a black deck to remove. Ah, that's a really good card. Oh, you dog. We can't even take it now. Yes, you can. And we shall. We get the survival trigger here as well. For 2. I'm going to take the +1 counter. Dodge cut down now. Bringing our total power and toughness above 5. Another bloodletter. Beautiful. I will straight up attack. Is vigilance an option? I guess we'll take flying at this point. Land in hand, and if we're not smart, they may win the game here. A 3rd bloodletter? No way. That is good though. Last turn. Don't you dare. The Sunmare's higher priority. Oh. Sucks. Should have attacked for the counter. Dang it. I need something to saddle now, though. We only had 1. It only takes us to 3. No way! Three cut downs, dude. Okay. That's insane. I need to saddle 4. Maybe we would have just left that as a 2-2. Ah, of course. The coveted land award. Well, we may as well swing. There's nothing to block. Maybe they focus on defense, but they could flip that annex. Weird color now. Like colorless? That's gonna block us, right? Yeah. Ouch. I think they have to unlock the first side too. Oh yeah, baby, give me that land. Good game. All right, let's keep 7 here. I mean, I have the caster. That's basically all I look for, right? Hello. We have double casters, so we'll go there first. I guess this will be a red source for us. So we can play Road Rage here. They're going to take Road Rage. I mean, they're kind of forced to. Then we get our first caster out, which is nice. Of course, cut down. Here's our second caster. An immediate cut down. Oh, one would assume. It's kind of weird they don't. Maybe it's a Lily. Fiend is a good card. Hit for 3, gain 3. We only really have a creature in grave. Ouch. Oh, now we have an aura in grave too. Which is 3. What are we doing here? 3, 4 for this. 5, 6 for the creature. Which we don't have. +1 counter. Dodge cut down, right? 3 cards in hand. One's a land. Ritual Chamber's great. Even out, hit for 1. +1 counters. Offset their damage. They get a Bloodletter, we're donezo. Even that's really good. Another cut down. Which makes our next attack a little tricky. For 1. They draw, we lose. That's really good. That it's at 6. Let's still tap it to push it up. The bat. Oh, brutal. I just played that Hovership a little early. That touch is great here too, right? Draw. Life gain, life loss. This is so good, dude. Ah, yeah. HGG's top decking lands again. Perfect. We're gonna have to block with a land. Yes, we may as well hit. Oh, they kill my Boviak and then take lethal. Nice. Good game, dude. I didn't notice. I did not even notice, homie. We're going to keep 7 here. I like the land quite a bit. And, you know, Sunmare's here. So the rest of it's maybe a little suboptimal. If you'd arrest me, how many... Played 5 matches today. 3 of them have been... mono black. No, this is my 6th and it's 4 of them. Wow, that's actually worse. What do you do though? It's a popular deck. You're gonna see it, so hopefully you guys don't mind watching the gameplay. Unholy Annex. We didn't expect. I actually like mono black as a deck. I think it's really good. I'm not doing anything though, so they are just like having a field day. Running out, playing. Of course you do. Man, I got nothing. I'm done. I'm cooked.
Check out these wheels.
Do they play a Bloodletter? Hit us for 12? Technically it would be more, right? It would be 16. A little bit of damage, yeah. Oh, I was kidding. It was a joke. Hilarious. Down to 2. The vehicle won't keep the auras, unfortunately.
My way.
But I'll do it in spite. Oh, wait, you've got to cut down. This game's ridiculous. Oh, Boros Vehicles. Our second version of it. We did check it out in early access, right? And we do have, like, what is it, Dragons of Tarkir coming out soon, which is like super duper exciting. Less than a month away for that. So, you know, I maybe we could revisit some of the older decks, and we did fine tune it a little bit, make it a little bit more competitive. In the first build, I totally glossed over the Sunmare and didn't focus on it. This is such a powerhouse that it really is like the best card or second best card in the deck, and really just pulls it all together. So a fantastic build. We did obviously think about some other cards while building the Bro, which I like to go through, right? So kind of gives you, you know, behind the scenes look at the build process and, you know, what made it and what didn't make it, right? The Diver, you know, this can crew things. When it dies, it deals damage, right? That's pretty cool. The Cloudspire Coordinator was in the first build. This can make pilots, which is pretty decent. It scries, which is nice as well. So I don't mind it, but I think the role model is consistently a little bit better. You know, you get that lifelink, you get those +1 counters, they get passed on. Third path, just to remove stuff, I was thinking. More vehicles would be cool. The Thrill Roller, very aggro here for us, and so definitely, like, if there was a card in the sideboard that would go, this is probably it. An Impicol, you know, just a fantastic card for us. Attacking with non-gnomes, making a bunch of gnomes. We don't mind that. The Boommobile, another vehicle that I really, really like, but you know, I think maybe it's a little bit better in the Gruul green and red build. Had a brain fart there. Just because you can generate all that mana for its exhaust ability. So more of an exhaust card, I think, than just like a typical vehicle. The Galleon deals damage for us, great, but a little expensive considering we already have such good removal in the deck. We could Flicker as well. I've, you know, kind of been flirting with Flicker decks a little bit. Hovership actually did make the cut. That got moved in. The Queens, this is something that I really like, that's original. For a 2/3, we can pay for it, discard all the cards in our hand, and draw that many cards. And then you may choose an artifact or creature card with mana value 1 discarded this way, as well as 2 and 3, then return those to the battlefield, right? So you're paying for discarding your hand and then bringing potentially 3 cards that you just discarded back while having drawn 4. What? That seems pretty good. Maybe a commander card though, right? We have whatever this is. Whenever the vehicle enters, search your library for a basic land card. Okay. Oh, it's a 6/5 though. That's pretty decent. For 3. Oh, that is pretty decent. Because with Kolodin, this would auto crew, right? So 3 mana, it's coming out with haste to bash. That's okay. Salvation Engine. This was kind of like we were thinking of a Nimpicol, making all these artifact gnomes, and then the Salvation Engine would push all those gnomes up. Right? Kind of. It could be something else here, right? And then the Rocketeer Engineer. That's in a different deck. Don't get ahead of yourself. You'll have to wait for that one. Then the Explosive Getaway. Good removal. We don't have a lot of creatures, and this could be pretty decent for us if we needed. But again, you know, just how are you beating Sheltered by Ghosts? It's just so good. And then the Flagship, quite nice. You could discard it. For the pilots, you could play it later on just as a hard cast for 7, but how are we even getting to 7? You know, I can barely get to 5. So that's going to be good enough. I think, we already have that lifelink through the ghosts. We don't necessarily need it there. Maybe a little bit better in a mid-range deck, and I kind of had to delete that other card because you've seen it, because we do have a Boros Flicker deck coming your way, which is really exciting. So stay tuned for that. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, join the community Discord, and baby, I'm back. So we got the new computer set up. All of our editing software is a go, and I think I have now the content in 4K, I hope. If there's anything I can fix, the sound quality, the levels of the gameplay or my voice, etc., let me know in the comments below. The location of the cam, I think I like in the bottom. We could put it up, but it does, when you look at a card in-game, it puts it up to the side there where the pet is, so I don't really want to block that out, because I do like to talk about the cards and really break it down for beginners who may not have played this game for 10 years already every day. But if you have, you're always welcome to skip through those low parts. But I really do enjoy it, so I like to take my time on it. And it's a big reason that I do come back to make more content for you all. So cheers. Thank you so much. Have a magical day. I'll see you soon in the next.